Welcome to Insurance Alert Broadcast. I am Vivek Jain here, Editor-in-Chief. Today we are going to talk to CMO of India First Life Insurance Company Limited, Miss Sonia Notani. With Miss Notani, we are going to find out what is the role of education in the marketing strategy of any insurance company. So let's talk to her. Question to you was, what do you think is the role of education in marketing strategy?
So, I think that's a very, very good question and a very rarely asked questions today. I'll go back a few years in time. When I was doing my MBA almost 2 decades ago, we used to learn the 4 P's of marketing strategy, right? So we used to talk about product, price, place, and promotion. And so much has changed since those days because there are so many more nuances that have been added. The definition of place and promotion has changed with the internet. When we were taught all of this, we didn't consider the internet, the ability for a customer to talk to us. So what has changed? The ecosystem is very important for us to be actually driving down on what is the importance. So what has changed today? There is a B2C connect. Today any customer can connect with the company at any time, and this is very, very true for especially an industry like insurance, because earlier it was highly distribution driven, but today we are directly talking to our consumers. Consumers can connect with us and they connect with our distributors also. So the importance of consistent communication and education is very, very high at such a time. The other thing is instant gratification. People take decisions on the fly. They want to come online even for service. They want to come and transact. Now, again, if you are uninformed, how do you do this? And thirdly, there is a plethora of information and multimedia. So there is just too much information sometimes. So how you educate becomes equally important. So all these things are now giving rise to a question in the consumer's mind on who to trust and what to trust. This becomes a little more relevant in our industry because in BFSI and more so even in insurance, we are selling a promise. We are committing to customers, and if they don't understand that, there can be a major gap going forward. So I think in an industry like ours, where there is a commitment, there is trust, it is important to educate the customer so customer knows what he's buying. There is nothing tangible, and for enabling that, education is extremely important as the larger part of marketing strategy.
Right. But see, what you're talking about is key post. What about pre? Like the problem today in India we have is that people are not even aware. They know what is insurance. It's not key they don't know, but they don't know, key the advantage, or actually they don't know in details.
You're absolutely right, sir. I think, the education is end to end. It doesn't matter which life stage of a customer. Is he a lead? Is he a prospect? Or is he purchasing? Now, what has happened with this entire, multimedia and the digital onslaught is that we've actually had an opportunity to give one version of truth to the customer. So not only do we give product videos, we give ideas to even our agents, our distributors. It is important to give the whole picture to the customer and to have one version of truth. So you are absolutely right. It is important for us to educate the customer about his needs, his wants, and the suitability of the product. What tends to happen is that often the customers, because of this additional information, may not know what suits them. So it's very important to do all the 3 things. You first make the customer aware of why he's buying the product, what need is he fulfilling with that, and which aspects of the product actually in terms of benefit him. We can't only talk about product features. Our education has to be benefit based. How does it suit the customer? How will it bring value to their lives? And how do they extract that value going forward? Because that is also very, very important in the scheme of things. So you are absolutely right. We need the entire value chain. The customer needs to be made more aware. He needs to have not only information, he needs to have accurate information of what the product does. So, for example, I believe customers do not really understand, a layman doesn't understand the whole importance or the working of an insurance policy. We've always maintained, an insurance policy apart from protection gives you so much long term benefit. And it is literally the only instrument today in India that actually takes care of reinvestment risk. We give commitment, we give promises, and we give promises for 20 years and 30 years. There is no other instrument in the market for a retail consumer that is doing that. So I think the importance of what insurance is bringing to the table, the risk reward matrix, the long term protection, the protection against dying too young or living too long, is done by insurance. So I think this is very, very important to bring. So I will give you some examples of education in insurance and how we as a company have leveraged it in the last 6 to 9 months, more so because of the pandemic. So we actually launched this entire initiative called Ghar Baithe Insurance, and we did it for pre to post. So in the pre stage, we actually did a whole series of communication where we put up things on the internet, as well as wherever we could. We actually enabled our distributors also, where we actually told the customer about different type of products and the promises that come along with it, assurance products, protection products, how it will work in very simple terms. What we also did at that time is we launched what we call customized one pagers. So we put profiles of customers. Some, what I am today, my life stage is not going to be the same as somebody who is probably retiring or somebody who's starting their career. We have very different life stages. I will worry about my family, I will worry about my children, I will worry about my loans. But somebody who's starting their career are worried about very different things, and somebody who's retiring is more worried about retirement income. How does he do day to day lifestyle? So in that context, we actually made customer profiles, and irrespective of the product that behind the profile, we actually customize solutions for the profile. We made 24 such profiles, and we actually educated our sales force through digital media, whether it is WhatsApps, whether it is email, whether it is other such Facebook and other such mediums. We actually gave these different profiles to them to actually educate customers, saying, look, you are at this lifestyle, this is the best products fitment for you, we can actually solve this need. If he comes back saying, no, I don't want this, we had other profiles with other products. So we actually did this whole range so that customers understand from where they are sitting what they need to buy and what will suit and fulfill their needs. Apart from that, we also ran what we call an education series. This had nothing to do with purchase. We basically ran a series called Certainty Says Certainty Tak. So, what is it that you are certain about? Because in a pandemic, you're not certain about anything. But what we did is we ran this series. It was not asking them to buy, it was just educating them in simple words, 4 lines, 8 lines, small poems, fun sentences, where we were trying to educate them about insurance and its benefits. We ran one more series with a comic strip. So people read it and they enjoyed it and they actually wanted to participate and learn more. So these are various ways in which we got a customer engaged to learn and educate about insurance. Over and above that, we also obviously shared our product collaterals at different times. We shared our names and numbers to individual customers, saying this is the person closest to you. This person can speak in your language. You need to connect with us. And we ran a whole education series. So everything was important. The medium was important. How are we communicating? Are we using, what medium are you using in a pandemic? The language was important. Are we talking to them in a language they understand? The content was important. Are we selling benefits? Are we selling a product? So we told them about the benefits that will suit them, why they need what they need, what need will it fulfill. And then we educated them about the process, because many people didn't know how to purchase. So then we told them what they can do, how they can connect with us, and how they can come to us. So this is how we actually dealt with customers who are new, who are not in the system, who are actually prospects. And we are trying to make them customers, but even if they don't become my customer, they need to understand the importance, the need fitment, and the possible options available for them when it comes to insurance. So we did a whole education series. We also did an education series for existing customers. Sir. We are a long-term industry. Today, when you commit for 15 years, you often forget why you've committed. And then it is very important in times that are low to remind the customer that, look, these are the benefits that you have. This is what you've done for your family. So you have to continue staying invested. You have to keep doing these few things. And these are the benefits you will receive. We also educated them on options, because in tough times, people take difficult decisions. So we actually told them, look, we can give you an advance loan if you need to pay your premiums, but don't forget why you took your policy. We gave grace periods. We also gave settlement options. We said, maturity is coming now, market is down. If it's a variable policy, it's a unit linked policy, maybe you want to defer by 3 months or 6 months. So we gave a whole range of grace period, settlement options, benefit options, advanced loan options, so that customers continue to stay invested, remember what is there in their policy. We also ran a campaign for nomination. We said somebody might have wanted to change their nomination. So much has happened in the last 5-10 years. So we ran a campaign which educated customers about the importance of nomination and why they should nominate, who would be the right person, how should they protect their nomination. And we ran campaigns. So education, sir, goes very vast and very large in a BFSI sector. And I repeat, it is more critical for insurance because we are selling promises, we are selling trust, we are selling commitment, we are selling assurance. We don't have any tangible. We are not going to sit, we are not going to consume, we are not going to touch, we are not going to feel. So a customer has to be very confident, and hence education is very critical across the value chain.
Yes. But what was the response? Like whatever you had undertaken in last 8-9 months. So what do you think? You got the result what you were expecting, or not to your mark, or maybe more than what you expected?
No, sir, I think, so the good news is that it was the first time initiative for us to do this digitally, because normally we go through distributors. I thought the response was excellent. So for example, when we ran our nomination campaign, we got so many people who came back and nominated. We ran on our loan portfolio, we ran a communication campaign. We said, look, we have your phone numbers, but if you want to update nomination, you want to see what you've done, you should put it up. We had 7,000 people come back and make edits. So these are huge validation of why education is important. The company was not gaining anything. There was no sales orientation, right? But we wanted to build that commitment, that assurance with our customer. And even on the sales campaign, sir, we had excellent response. So many customers clicked on our link, called those people whose names and numbers we had given, and actually transacted or even called to learn. So many calls we got where customer just asked us questions because they wanted to understand and learn more. So we were very, very heartened. We, in fact, launched a multilingual website in April and enabled, and we've seen more than 25,000 people in a month coming on a website, which is multilingual, right? I mean, otherwise they didn't even know we had Hindi, Telugu, and Gujarati, but people have come on these website pages and actually inquired in multilingual languages and asked us queries and read our material. So there is a lot of education that is happening, and customers are welcoming it, as we can see, because of the traffic and the response.
Yours is basically a bank assurance channel. You're like, your major business comes from banks.
So we are a multi-channel company.
Okay.
Our primary channel is bank assurance.
Okay.
We are about 10-11 years old, sir, not very old. So what we've done is we've grown the ranks, we've consolidated our position as banker. But now for the last 3 to 5 years, we have all the channels. And in the last 2 years, our focus has been on our elite agency program, on our direct to consumer channel, on our B2C channels. And we have opened up every channel. Our agency channel is very, very critical. We have this elite agency program, which is doing very well now. And we are seeing a lot more people associating with us. And we are very heartened to see that sort of commitment coming in.
Great. But in the market, generally, not much of agency, like not lot of agents say that they are agent with your company. It's more like people say it's a bank assurance company, banker company, and all that. So don't you think something is required on that field?
We are owned by two banks, and they will always be our primary channel. Yes. So they are, but we are a multi-distribution company with bank assurance as our leading channel. We are committed to all our channels, and we want to grow across. We cater to 98% of the pin codes, sir. It is not viable for us to not have a single channel, right? Yeah. So we will be part and partner with every channel who wishes to associate with us. Our efforts will be to educate, support, and enable every channel in the organization.
Beside your distributors, education and all that, you have some plans in times to come, not present because now it's for the direct consumers.
Absolutely. Sir, all these examples I gave you were direct to consumer, because in the last 9 months, there was a limitation of going via the distributor. So we definitely, in fact, we are growing our direct to consumer channel also. It is a very important aspect for us. And our opinion is our distributors are very close partners, whether they are bank assurance, whether it's agency, they are all close. So our single version of truth, the one communication has to be there across. Our messaging is the same, whether it is direct to consumer, whether it's through my agents, whether it's through my bank assurance partners. At the end of the day, we make very simple videos. We make these customized, segmented one pagers. We enable all the channels equally, and we give the same information directly to the consumer also.
Okay. And presently, you are reaching through social media platforms and all that.
All of it, sir. We are very, very active on social media.
Okay. You all are not active in prints and like TV and all that.
So what we do is we are very, very active. In fact, our public relations team is very, very active. We have a lot of coverage that comes in our traditional media channels. So we are definitely there across all our newspaper and publications. When it comes to advertisements, sir, we are like last year we did a lot of TV. I won't say ads, what we call banners. So what we do is we don't do TV commercials, sir. What we do is we are present on TV. Last year we did an ad, but we did the ad in cinema and we did it online. For TV space, sir, it's extremely expensive, and we choose to pick TV. We did TV, but we did it with banners. We had our tickers, we had those L-shaped banners, but we did not do a TV commercial because ours is a business which is more efficient. We have been very profitable and we don't want to go any other way. So we concentrate our marketing efforts online. We have a lot of social media marketing, we have cinema marketing, and we also have radio. We've used radio in the last 2 or 3 years, and beyond that we do a lot of outdoor media and digital channels. So we've kept our marketing very focused, and we use channels which are very efficient for us. TV is a very expensive channel, so we use it carefully.
Okay, fantastic. So it was really nice talking to you on the education part, and I also feel education is very important because in country like us, people don't know what is happening, and communication is the most important thing. So thank you very much for your time, and thank you very
Thank you,
much for
sir.
everything. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. It's always a pleasure to speak to you.
Namaste.